This is the largest floating slum in the world. It's a place where their toilets are the same river people are swimming in. A community that has no access to electricity or running water. Some people have lived their entire lives here, having never stepped on land. Also known as the Venice of Africa. The houses are built on wooden stilts, and everyday life relies heavily on these canoes. Without these canoes, people can't run their businesses. Children can't go to school. You can't get around at all. Men use the canoes to go fishing, and women use them as stores to sell food, water, and household goods. The fish they eat are caught from a nearby area, which is dangerous as this water is almost all sewers. Everyone is connected through these streets that act as a road system, which allows them to make a living. But it's also the same water that's regularly polluted with trash, creating piles of waste along the edges. And the toilet here in Makoko?
Toilet. This is the toilet.
The water is murky and brown. Pipes are built on the bed of the lagoon, and sewage and waste constantly flow into the water. While kids swim and play, if you or I were to get into the water, we would immediately get sick and may even need to be rushed to the hospital. The air quality has gotten so bad here, as the main source of food and money is cooking fish in these smokehouses. They get virtually no outside help, as hospitals, schools, and businesses are all made shift, lacking the necessities of modern life, clean drinking water, and basic electricity. Only a handful of people can afford to install pipes to their house to give them direct access to fresh water, as it's extremely expensive. Each home usually houses between 6 to 10 people, making living conditions difficult. Before you can even enter this community, you have to be greeted by the chief of the slum. And there is only one chief for the entire area of Makoko, who governs more than 300,000 people. If someone commits a crime, they get a big boat, put them in front, and circle around the village, telling everyone what crime he has committed, exposing him in front of the entire community, after which they're banished and never allowed to live here again. Turns out it's actually an effective method, as people are scared of the punishment, leading to little to no crime in Makoko. That's the real duty of the chief, to make peace in the communities.
I want the best for my community, and after my dad, I'll be the next chief.
Here in Nigeria, there are only two sides to the city of Lagos: an extremely rich and wealthy life, or an extremely poor life. A middle class is almost non-existent. Despite the government seeing Makoko as an embarrassment by Nigeria, they've gone as far as selling people's land to developers for new projects, which is why the biggest problem people here are facing is eviction. As sad as the living conditions are, Makoko has a lot to offer. The smokehouses that smoke a huge amount of fish in Lagos, the home building and boat building industry. Makoko is a real community built by the families that live there, valuable to them and to the city as a whole. Despite the obvious poverty, it's proof that humans do everything in their power to survive and work towards a better tomorrow.